Good morning YouTube, what is up? It is Matty and this is going to be a war recap of Emphatic Elite versus Emphatic Fury. So we did set up a scrim and yes, I'm on my noob account this morning just because this is the one I'm farming at the moment. So this war, well firstly it's like 20 past 7 in the morning. I woke up at like 10 minutes ago, so if I seem a bit off or if I seem a bit dopey, it's because I'm just half asleep, but it's fine, I'm good. Firstly, this war, it was sick. Such a close fight, to be fair, considering we hunted Emphatic Fury, which is hilarious itself. Don't get me wrong, I mean obviously we have Emphatic Fury as a training ground where we test people that want to come into the main clan and that sort of thing. So it's full of sort of recruitees, that sort of stuff. So it wasn't hard. But we did a little process where we matched the weights. We like last minute we got a few people to move here, move there, so that the teams were equal, and then click search at the same time without anyone. So there was only like a small group of 3 or 4 people that knew. So it's really funny when we matched. Obviously they were all like, "What?" and we sent out a clan message saying we did do it purposefully, and to bring their A game, which they did. So I've handpicked a selection of about 2, 4, 6, 8 raids, so quite a heavy amount. So we're gonna have to do it relatively quickly, but yeah, good, fair play to both teams, and let's see what raids I've picked up. So the first one is number 7 versus number 8, which is Vortex versus Pan. So you can see Pan is on our team, so Vortex was on the Emphatic Fury side. So let's go and let's click on that replay and have a look what's going on there. So all the bases that we had were sort of anti-3-star designs. Of course they were, because that's what the point of this test was, to get a lot of the people that don't get that exposure to anti-3-star war bases, particularly in the recruitment process, to give them a test of what's going on. And you can see this attack is like it's an AQ walk sort of Valk attack with back-end loons, which is really awesome. I thought it was a really unique attempt, and you can see here he's doing some funneling down the bottom side to try and force his queen to walk north, and that build hut's going to be key, because that's going to be the thing she targets next and takes the north side of the base. So with a successful archer queen walk so far, that's looking pretty good. He has got near enough max heroes, so level 30 queen does crazy damage. Notice the golems going in now to give the queen a chance to heal up, plus he's wall breaking it in. Going to need to create a funnel the other side. Uses the ability to sort of take the heat off of him from the loons and the minions and that sort of thing. Funnel being created with the wizards, you can see on at 1 o'clock. So the golems are moving in now, the queen's going to move in, and then the king goes in. He drops the king at such an angle, so it did mean he went inwards. And then I'm sure the Valkyries are already in, actually. If you can spot them, they're running by the king and they're just going through now. So he's found a way to just gut the base, and because all the air defences were sort of in and around one single area, you'll notice that the queen's going to go and take help take down the X-Bear in a second, but it means that it's going to make all these defences down the bottom almost very vulnerable to loons, which is why he's chosen to do this attack. You can see the jump spell position meant that the queen could get into that compartment to get that final air defence, and you can see down the bottom side of the base, look, these loons coming in now just to clean up. Wizards dropped straight on them as well. I mean, it's a very well calculated attack. I was really impressed with it. So you've still got Valks alive, you've still got loons alive, the queen's still got healers on her. King is trying to hand force himself through a wall. Fortunately that air defense hadn't gone down yet, but he did drop the loons in to try and get it. I'm going to speed up now because it's cleanup, and yes, got the final defense down. And yeah, huge shout out to Vortex. That was a really nice raid, so good job to you, sir. The next one we want to show is Jackralf versus Kroll, which is 15 on 14. So we're going to look our side, see if we can find it. Obviously it's not that one, so it will be on our number 14. Let's have a look. There we go, by Jackralf. So let's have a look at the attack. Let's have a look at the base as well. it's, well, you can see it's going to be an AQ walk, Goho strat. So the Arch Queen walk is coming in a lot now. It's become one of those things where it's everyone's starting to test it, play with it, get the idea for it, because it is an awesome strategy. The reason it is awesome is because you get all this is, well, the 42 space he's just used, which is those 3 healers on that queen. All these buildings and all these defenses he takes down with it are just part of it. They're going to take it down as part of her pathing. You see, he used a single hog then to get the CC pull, so he wasn't going to get it standard with the initial queen walk. He wanted to get it and draw it out. He probably is going to use the ability for this part of the raid. Look, so the dragon's coming in, uses the ability. The dragon then goes for the healers, doesn't get a chance, and then the queen gets the loons as well. So she's used the ability, but now he's doing the funnel part of the raid. He's dropped a golem down. He knows his breaking point, and the CC's already dealt with, so he doesn't need to worry about that. The wall breakers are going in. Look at the funneling here. Just very, very strong work. He's got to hope that the queen doesn't run all the way around the outside, but she's never going to do that if she's got that route in that he had. And look at the jump spell as well. Sort of offset, so it goes. The troops go through, and ultimately to the king and queen. While all that's going on, you've got Go-Ho happening at the top side of the base. So first heal spells down, look, group of hogs coming in. They're going to group up onto that expo up the north side of the base, and then he's added some hogs in down the bottom side, right where the kill squad are running in. So the hogs are almost going to, he knows where they're going to converge. Now the beauty of this is they're taking all those defenses down. Look, the north side group hogs did hit the double giant bomb threat, which was inevitable, and I think they were just almost like a suicide group, because the main group, which are coming through now, are going to be the ones that take down the base. So again, a really, really sick plan. You can see the progression of the raids from our clan that are coming through now. We're getting a lot better. We're considering hog deployment a lot more in terms of ways to dodge giant bombs. You can see there he used a suicide group of hogs to take a key amount of defenses down and then die. And then the main group, you notice how where he dropped it, the defenses were already distracted by the kill squad. So he didn't need to drop the heal until late, which meant that there were only a few defenses he needed to take down outside of heal. Oops, accidentally clicked play again. So fantastic raid. Next one is Advised Walrus number 16 on number 21. I think this was a hilarious raid. Let me have a look. It was. Now watch how many things fail on this raid. Okay, so firstly you're going to notice the queen's down the bottom side of the base, the king's up the north side of the base. Giant bomb threats, there's one in the core. There's a few giant bomb threats around. So he's going to split the hero drop. Now watch how wrong this raid goes, because it's hilarious, as to still being able to bring the 3-star home. So first thing he does, drops the loon down to take the cannon down. Obviously that did it work? No. Okay, so that failed. Oh, this is so funny, this raid is. It's brilliant. Second loon on. Okay, there we go. Cannon's now down over there. Golem's up the north side of the base, and he's using wizards to create the funnels now. So what he had now hoped would happen is his queen would take some buildings down, then in wall breaker in the golems all redirect into where he wants them to go, and then do a kill squad that way. What happened was he single dropped his wall breakers, so they split off and didn't break a single piece of wall, which meant that by the time the golems, the actual wall breaks or whatever, there's no defense in this area for the golem to redirect to. So the golems have split basically. So the only thing that's going to and by the way, he's created a funnel down the bottom side of the base with a couple of wizards and that sort of thing. So he's dropped the jump spell in. The dragon's gone to the golem without the queen by it, so that golem's just going to get absolutely hammered by the dragon. So that's another thing that's happening over here. Rage spell over there. To give the queen a little bit of a chance of taking these buildings down, because she needs to speed up. Extra loon on the left side of the base, look to take down the arch tower. However, a sweeper took the one down, but it was okay because it did work on that side. And then hogs coming in. Now what he's forgot is that the queen is still alive, and he needed to get his king in earlier really. So now what he's going to do is drop the jump spell and then the king. But watch what happens. Drops the king and the king runs off. So now he's got both parts of the actual raid sort of failed. The Queen is shooting the Hogs, shooting the Loons at the moment actually. He's ran out of heal spells, so that is the group of Hogs that are going to be the cleanup as well. And the Town Hall, so they've got to hit the Town Hall. And then the King goes ham. He's like, no! Leave those Hogs alone, and runs all the way back across the base like a superhero. And that actually resulted that he was going to 3-star the base. So, great plan. Shocking execution. Sorry. But it worked in a roundabout way. So yeah, things can go wrong and you can still come away with the 3-star sometimes, guys. So yeah, pretty cool that it did result in the 3-star. The next one we're going to show is the attack on by Alpha on J Ros or J Ros. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's a bit bad. This is a pretty cool raid. It's the Arch Queen walk. I was involved in the discussion, in the planning of it a little bit. I think he's going to break in through 12 o'clock, walk in through 3, and he's going to walk north. The army camp you can see is the funneler, and the wizard's going to help create the funnel look, and ultimately the Queen's just going to move forwards and then north. She's going to take 2 wizard towers down, an expo, she should have taken down the expo, but I don't think she's going to actually by the look of it. Yeah, she's not. She's going to take that wizard tower, 2 wizard towers down, and some key defences en route. So that's it seemed like a good investment of troops to walk from the 3 till 12 o'clock. He's using 2 golems, look to break in. Wizards on there to help funnel, so the Queen's definitely not going to walk around, and the King's not going to walk around either. He's going to wall break in through the top. He didn't drop all the wall breakers then, but the King's gone on the camp and then going in look. And then a clutch jump spell is going to eliminate the 1 giant bomb threat by the left side expo. Needs to take the CC down first. Watch how awesome raged healers are. Because he's dropped the healers in the rage. King's there. He's getting healed, getting hit by quite a few things at the moment actually. But he's still got great health, and he hasn't even used his ability. He still hasn't used the ability. I think he's going to use it in a minute, but the hog drop's starting. Just surgically dropping the hogs in. Got the convergent point. Dropped the heal spell to help the ones taking the biggest hit down, and then that's it. The hogs are now all sort of. He's using the back end. The only thing that's going to be the challenge now is that expo to go down, but he's got healers on his King, which are still keeping him, reviving his health, and then the giant bomb threat's just been eliminated, and he's got a load of hogs to come in and finish up. So really clutch raid by Alpha to take down J Ros's base. So yeah, again, another Super Queen strategy coming out and getting the job done. Next one is Savoni taking down number 11, which was Alpha. So a bit of revenge on Alpha. His base goes, yeah, here we go. Alpha's base gets taken down by Mr. Savoni. Let's have a look at how it's done. So looks like it's a double golem. Oh yeah, this is why I've shown this one, because because on Savoni's attack, he thought he had golem in the CC, but he had loons. So off the initial thing where he was meant to use it for funneling, for adding power into the kill squad to keep it alive, adding HP into the kill squad to keep everything alive, he's just wasted 6 loons, which did absolutely nothing. So he's creating the funnel now. Look, the Queen's going to push to the right side of the base and move in a minute. He's got his giants down to distract the Tesla look, while the wizards carried on with the funnel. And now he needs to drop his King to the left side of the gap so it doesn't move up to the army camp when he does send his King in. If he sends his King in that way, or if I think he's adding witches into the mix over here, so he maybe doesn't need to send his King in, so he can use his King to maybe do a suicide King a bit further around the base. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember how he does it. We'll find out very shortly though. But I'm telling you now, he's not going to be happy because he's already ran. Oh no, he's adding his King in down here. Now I don't know if that was sort of No, it's probably meant to be that way, but he's already ran out. This is the point. He's ran out of golems. There's nothing tanking now. The tanking is his heroes. So what needs to happen is his king needs to go and kill the queen. So look at the ability here. Brings a barb in. The king runs all the way around the other side of the base, hits the queen, and because he's raged, he just about got her. So that, as it happens, was just about enough to be able to take down this base. So really unfortunate at the start of the raid that he wasn't able to that the wrong troops from the CC, and that's sort of why I wanted to show it, because we're all human, things happen. It unfortunately I check my CC every time, and I'm sure Van does, but just once in a while when it caught him off guard, he'd done all that time and effort into the plan, thought right, time to go in, and then he just hadn't done that final check on the CC troops, and we all fail or miss a funnel, or get a quick king going off the wrong way, or a queen walking the wrong way, but that's human error. We allow for that, as long as the intentions are there, you're putting the time and the effort into the thought, and you think add these things to next time so that you can ultimately try and improve, then it's fine. Everyone has these moments. I think David got revenge on Savoni's base then, and took him down, which is number 17, I believe. So look, there it is. So let's have a little replay of this and see how it goes. Now it's got a few giants in, a couple of loons at the start, 30 hogs, double golem, so it's going to be a really hog heavy attack. Presumably he's just going to do a straight in, break in, get the hogs in there, clean the base. So really standard sort of shattered goho, actually, surprisingly, considering Savoni has usually some of the hardest base designs to take down. But let's have a look how it works then. So the king and the queen are going in. The queen, unfortunately, is getting shot by that arch tower, which was doing a hell of a lot of damage to her. Now the king is going in. He's taken down the queen. The CC pull started. The queen is down the bottom side. The king's running around trying to go and help take down that wizard, I think, or part of the CC troops. The queen's the poison spell, was it a double poison? I think it might have been a double poison actually then. We'll have to go back and recheck that, but you can see surgical approach on the hogs, dropping it's just a really heavy hog attack. Now I think that one of the giant bomb threats, double giant bomb threats, has been eliminated. You can see the queen just walked onto a giant bomb on the left side of the base, and he's got a huge group of hogs left and 2 heals. Unfortunately the hogs were hit there, a few did die, but the big bulk of them survived, which is great. He's got cleanup moving around the base already. King's actually helping on cleanup this time, and now he's going to use a final heal spell just to keep the hogs alive for the final 4 defences, which are over the side of the base. 40 seconds left, but he's got cleanup going around, which is great. The wizard's going to start. 2 wizards going to start moving around from sort of 2 to 1 o'clock, and now a group of hogs to take down the king. They're going to take down the left side buildings, and then that's it. So great raid again. Awesome job by Dave taking down a really tough base. So next one we're going to show is the raid done by the Holy, number 18 on number 15, and this is the raid where I failed completely because my queen walked the wrong way, because I dropped her a few tiles wrong. So let's have a look at number 15 and click the replay and see the Holy do some damage. Just took a sip of drink there, needed some tea into my lungs. Say lungs, definitely. Now he dropped the queen just below that army camp and used a couple of wizards to take down the barracks and the builder hut. I did exactly the same thing, except dropped the queen a couple of tiles higher, and at this point she takes down the gold. On my attack, her next target was the gold storage, which then drew her north. On his, she drew south because he dropped her a few tiles. So the point of this is when you drop your queen, you have to be very, very, very careful and consider the point at which you drop her, because 1 or 2 tiles will make all the difference, and I had to adjust my plan on the fly. I did pretty well considering it was a complete flop, and I hadn't planned for it at all for it going that way. Now, this is kind of cool. I was planning the same thing. He's going to use wall breakers to break the second layer of wall, so he's going to drop a rage spell to help speed them through, and obviously help the healers and the queen and all that. But watch the wall breakers go through the second layer. Boom, they're in. King walks. The king even walked. If he'd have dropped the king sort of where the CC flag is, I think it'd have been okay. But he dropped it a little bit south of it, and then the king walked. So again, all this effort in taking, doing the AQ walk, getting the second layer of wall breakers in. He's going to need to drop a jump spell soon, by the way. And the king just didn't do what he was supposed to do. What an absolute tool. Anyway, you can see the golems are doing their thing and tanking. The queen is going to start hitting the king now, which is great. It's what needs to happen. And through the base, he is taking all these people. Now look how far into the raid his first heal spell was. Insane. It's like he took a hell of a lot of buildings down without having to heal them at all. So that the back end of the raid, he had double heal just there to, which I don't even think he needed that second heal, to be honest. So he's left with a load of hogs left. So amazing scout, an amazing attack. I think the king might have actually helped tank for him a little bit at certain points in that raid. So it didn't do him any massive disservice by him running around, but obviously you never want to see it happen when you plan for a certain thing to happen. You can see the golems are still, one golem's still got pretty good HP at the end as well, so sick attack. Oh, I accidentally clicked off it there. The final attack we're going to show is a raid by Epic on Griffin, and I think it was, outside, so let's have a little look. And let me just build the plan. Okay, so it's sort of like a AQ walk LaLoon. Well, it is, but let's have a look at what he does, because it's this is a pretty cool raid, and I'm gonna make sure I try and do it justice in the explanation. So certain air defences are within reach of the queen, I believe. Oh no, he's doing a golem walk. Okay, so he's dropped the golems there to tank. He's dropped the healers on it, so it's going to stay tanking for as long a time as possible, and carry on moving through the base. And yeah, you can see a couple of defences are shooting it, but you got your queen. She's going to slowly start taking care of them as more defences start shooting it. So it's going to keep it at pretty even health for a while. It's going to be losing health now because you have got a lot of point defence on it. But he's going to get, his queen is going to get in there and start taking those defences down, and when she starts taking the defences down, his health loss is going to slow down. You can see this barracks going down here. Once that arch tower goes down, it's going to slow the health loss down even more. And when the Tesla and the wizard tower, so all these defences are dying, which is perfect, because now is king and queen. Is his queen getting some splash heal? I think she is, yeah. So now his golem's able to start reviving. Unfortunately, one of the air defense was killing it. But we've got one air defense down now. The second one will go down because it's there's not that many buildings there to take down. I mean, I think the town hall is going to have to be one of those things. Notice he gets his king in to go and reinforce as well. He's got the jump spell there, so he's left with 2 rage and a haste, plus a mini LaLoon. Which is perfect. It's all he needs, because now there's 2 air defences down. He's going to take down that wizard tower as well. Huge portion of this base has been gutted. Another expo is about to go down. I imagine a Tesla's going to go down after that, and the mortar maybe if she pushes south. There you go, look, she's south. You got the cannon there as well, so he's using the ability. King's up the north, but he's got stuck, and now the LaLoon can start. So first hound in, hasting that loon into position. It drops its bomb on the air defense. Unfortunately, the splash up to take it down. Now the second hound's in, and the loons are starting to push in through the base. He's just trying to make it so that he gets the hound pops to give him a bit of cleanup. Lovely rage spell to suck those loons in. Hound has popped, got enough loons there to be able to take it down, and there's just not that many defences he needed to do. So he's been left with a load of loons. half a base taken down, some pups to go and clean up, and then wizards to clean it down the bottom side as well. So a really, really clutch LaLoon attack. LaLoon became one of those things that was a go-to strategy for certain bases where you didn't need to put much time and effort into thought. You could just do it because it was pretty much set. Couple of golems in, couple of wizards to funnel, couple of wall breakers to, if you need them, or jump straight in, kill the queen, kill a couple of air defences, then just LaLoon the rest. But that level of control and consideration, I mean, look how many defences went down before he actually started the LaLoon, and because of that made the job a lot easier. So yeah, awesome raid by Epic, awesome job all round. So big shout out to all the guys. Sorry if your base was shown in this video, but you know, it's all for educational and I suppose purposes where we can demonstrate what we can do to the outside world. And yeah, big shout out to the Fury guys for putting up such a fight and making us all sweat. So, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. As normal, subscribe to my channel if this is the sort of thing you like to see, or follow me on Twitter for instant notifications when I upload videos, which is @ClashingMatty, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace!